Hi everyone, it's Alexandra here. Before we get to the regularly scheduled Plan With Me video, I just wanted to put out a little disclaimer at the fact that because of my phone being on the verge of running out of room, while I was recording, it decided to not record certain parts of the Plan With Me. So when I went to go back to edit, I was just like, why are there pieces missing? And so I'm going to put the voiceover on what I did record. I'm going to show you guys everything that I did record, but I just wanted to apologize ahead of time for the lack of video, and because it's a Plan With Me, I can't go back and refilm. Like, what's done is done. Once all the lines are drawn in, they're drawn in, and I really can't go back and, there's no take two in a Plan With Me. So, with that being said, I wanted to apologize. I did want to get a video out to you guys no matter what, because I did like the layout, and it was the layout that I had gotten a lot of comments on a couple weeks ago when I did something similar to it. So I liked the functionality of it, and I loved that the fact that it had, little doodles and stuff incorporated. So it does combine the functionality with the aesthetic. So on that note, let's get to the regular video. I apologize ahead of time. You're going to hear me apologizing at the end of the video, but I wanted to get a video out to you guys because I know you guys look forward to it every week. And so this is what I came up with, and I hope you guys enjoy it. Again, I apologize so much. All right, let's get to the video. Hi everyone, it's Alexandra here, and today I wanted to do another Plan With Me video for the week of June 13th to the 19th. I figured that I'll try and do one Plan With Me video a month. That's the goal. And I wanted to, this week, for next week, do an under the sea kind of theme. I don't want to go too crazy with it because I do want to keep the layout functional, but I was inspired by a layout I had done the last week of May that a lot of you had commented on, because it did combine the functionality of a weekly with the little doodles and the fun whimsical aspects of it. So I do want to replicate that for this week. I already started doodling out in pencil just to kind of save time with the Plan With Me, and I did a cute little mermaid that was inspired by the Doodle With Us in June challenge that Christina77 Star and myself are hosting, and I loved how this little mermaid came out that I drew, so I wanted to copy it again here for this layout and using bubbles and things like that. But I do want to do this layout again, so I'm going to go through the specifics of it if you want to replicate this yourself. Again, a couple things to keep in mind for this week. For June 13th to the 19th, I won't be adding the time tracker like I did here, because for the month of June, I had put all of my time trackers for the month on one page here. So I don't have to put the time tracker for any layouts this month. So that's going to save me a lot of space for being able to write in more tasks and things like that. And there will be a dedicated spot for my meals, and I'm going to do the same thing and put my to-dos and notes that I need to keep track of for this theme here. Okay, so a couple of the supplies that I'm going to be using for this, and they will all be linked down below. I'm going to use Faber-Castell Pit Artist Pen in the S size, the Pigma Micron in the 02 for more of the finer lines and things like that, and my Stabilo .88 pen in black, as well as some of the excuse me, Stabilo .88 pens in various shades of blue and purple to incorporate the theme here, because that's kind of what I've been doing all month. And we're gonna do some coloring. I'm gonna speed this up once I get started and do a voiceover, but I will be using my Prismacolor colored pencils to color in the mermaid and what have you. So again, I'm going to go through this as quickly as possible because I do want to make this a shorter video, just so that you guys are not sitting here hearing me babble. So let's get started and enjoy. So what I'm going to start to do is, using my Stabilo pen in black, just go over what I have already penciled in here, starting with the week ahead, June 13th to the 19th. And then I'm going to take my Pigma Micron pen in the 02 point and just outline the mermaid that I have already drawn in. Like I mentioned, this was a mermaid that was inspired by my Doodle With Us in June challenge that I absolutely loved how it turned out, and so I wanted to incorporate her into this week's or next week's layout, I should say. So I'm just going over the scales, and sorry for the camera shaking, but yeah, going through and outlining all the little details. And I, for one, am not very good at drawing out people, but I've noticed that if you keep basic shapes, and with a lot of practice, of course, it's really not as difficult as it seems, although I am by no means no expert. But if you just, I think, look at a person, like a doodle of them, and you follow, the shape of the head, and then you kind of build on it from there, you'll find that it's not as intimidating as it should be. Okay. Then I have her here sitting on a rock. All right. And then what I do is I take my blue, like a darker blue, like a teal, really, Stabilo marker, and I'm going to draw in and outline all the little bubbles that I have. And I'm going to be incorporating the bubbles into the theme here for the dates, especially on the bottom. Okay. Then I'm going to take my ruler and I'm going to use my Faber-Castell Pitt Artist pen in the S size and begin drawing in the lines that I have marked off here. I'm not a big fan of using rulers, but when it comes to an initial setup like this, I mean, it just makes it look a little more seamless. Okay, and then I'm just going to draw in on the top there because this is where the weather is going to go. And just so you're aware here, as far as measuring out, I go in about 4 dots. I believe there's 28 dots on the second half of a page. So obviously 28 divided by 7 gives you about roughly 4 dots. And that'll give you enough room to put in your 7 days of the week for the weather tracker, in case for those of you that are wondering. And then for the, I'm going to do the bottom here. That's where my meals are going to go. I like to record what I eat. I think it's just just helps me out. It's very beneficial for me. Okay. And then after I do this, I'm going to draw in the lines for the days. I put the 7 days all the way across. Thursday gets kind of put in between the 2 pages, but for this, I count in 8 dots or 8 spaces, and it will fit in all 7 days throughout. If you want to do 6 boxes and combine Saturday and Sunday, that's also an option that you can do. And this is where the video gets cut off. Just to kind of give you a recap here of what I did. I finished drawing in the lines. I used my Stabilo pens in this darker purple and this teal. And I went with like the whole bubble theme throughout here in doing the dates. And I added more of the bubbles here at the bottom, as you can see here. Okay, and then I put in my weather tracker and what have you. Okay, and And then here I went with my Prismacolor colored pencils, and I think the only part you got to see was me coloring in the hair. I used brown for that, peaches, and I used the teal for the mermaid tail and the bubbles here. And the great thing about these, as I finish this up here, is you can take the colorless blender of the and it kind of helps just to blend it better. So I took like the aquamarine color. I could have done it more blue, but I did want to keep the color scheme intact. Okay. So that is pretty much it. I apologize again. Like, I'm just really annoyed right now. You know, like, you have this whole thing planned out, and then, you know, powers that be don't allow for filming to happen the way that you would like. Again, it's a very easy theme. You know, you could add in whatever sea creature or whatever you want, but I figured this was a great way to keep it functional, but add in the doodles as I went here, as I keep erasing pencil lines, okay? But again, this is the finished product. I'm sorry that, again, I apologize so bad. Like, I'm just really, really upset right now. But, thank you for watching. I'm hoping the next plan with me goes a lot more smoothly. And please subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, even though I'm not even happy with it. And all the supplies that I used are linked down below. And that's it, guys. Till next time. Bye.